these are traumatic situations is that, kids really only tell us what they think we can handle. And so,
Whoa, 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 whoa. That's
yeah,
that is really interesting. Can you like explain that in a
yeah,
little bit more detail? That
yes. So we've been really stressed as parents, right? Our kids pick up on this. I mean, in this pandemic, like, wow, has this been a recipe for stress for parents financially, personally, with work, you name it, we're struggling with it because we're trying to make all these decisions for our families without a roadmap. Well, our kids, for much of it, in most parts of the country, were locked in houses with us and saw that stress, try as we might to protect them from it, to buffer all of those things.
they're more
Um,
aware of things like that than we give them credit for.
Yes, 100%. They pick up on everything, even your young kids, right? That you think, oh, they don't understand. And the other, big, I guess, sort of misnomer that I want to just touch on is this idea that you probably hear in the mainstream a lot, like kids are so resilient, children are resilient, they'll be fine, when actually we really need to do things to build that resilience. They're not just born that way. We have to teach them and model for them what resilience looks like. So when I say that they only tell us what they think we can handle, if I am falling apart, right? I am angry, I am frustrated and stressed, and they know, like, mom can't handle another thing right now. This is not the time to go to her and say, hey, this kid has been kind of bothering me at school and it makes me really sad or scared to go to my 6th period math class because I'm worried that I mean, that's a huge thing I need and want to know as a parent. But if I have not created an environment where I can hear that right now and I'm open to that and I want to listen and help and you have my attention, they're not going to share, especially when I say, well, what's going on? What's going on in your math class? Your grades are dropping. This is terrible. Tell me what's going on and you better pull it together. I mean, gosh, the roads we go down, right? When we want to be helpful because we're worried. And I'm not saying any of this to be judgmental. I'm just as guilty of it as the next parent, but trying to get better at, as stressed as I am, if I do not create these opportunities of space and time for my kids to share things with me, they will not share them with me. And I will learn after the fact and like, wow. And then I'll say to them, why didn't you tell me this was going on? Right. And, or they might say, well, I tried, but that day you told me I have a meeting, get out of here, or any myriad of things. So it's not that you need to be, sitting at the kitchen table for 9 hours, just waiting and hoping your kid's going to walk by and tell you something interesting. But it is, how am I building in some of these quiet check-in moments? I think for many of us, right, that's bedtime, the time that you are just like, dear Lord, please go to sleep and don't ask for one more drink of water. If I just lay there next to you for a few minutes, I know you're asking for one more story and one more this and that, but I wonder if I can just create a few minutes of quiet together. You'd be surprised what comes out in those moments.